Elisa Lam's story began against the backdrop of the bustling city of Los Angeles, a place that has long captured the imagination of dreamers, artists, and seekers from around the world. In the heart of this sprawling metropolis stands the Cecil Hotel, a once glamorous establishment that has seen its fair share of dark and unsettling events. Elisa, a 21-year-old Canadian student, arrived in Los Angeles with a mix of excitement and trepidation. It was January 26, 2013, when she checked into the Cecil Hotel, a budget accommodation known for its history of violence, crime, and eerie occurrences. Situated in the downtown area, the hotel's grandeur from decades past had faded, leaving behind an air of decay and unease. Elisa's journey to Los Angeles was part of a larger adventure, an exploration of her independence and a chance to escape the routines of her everyday life. Friends and family back home followed her updates on social media, sharing in her joy as she embarked on this new chapter. As the days unfolded, Elisa's excitement was tinged with a sense of isolation. The bustling streets of Los Angeles felt overwhelming, and the once promising hotel appeared to be a grim reminder of the city's underbelly. Her mental state began to take a toll, exacerbated by her struggles with bipolar disorder, a condition that added an extra layer of complexity to her experience. Within the walls of the Cecil Hotel, Elisa's presence became known to the staff and fellow guests. She interacted with some, her bright smile and friendly demeanor making an impression. Yet, as her days at the hotel turned into a week, her behavior began to exhibit signs of distress. It was January 31st, 2013, when her interactions with the elevator surveillance camera would come to captivate the world. The chilling footage showed Elisa stepping into the elevator, pressing buttons seemingly at random, and then peering out into the hallway as if trying to communicate with someone or something that remained invisible to the camera's lens. Her arms flailed in what appeared to be a mixture of confusion and fear. The elevator doors remained stubbornly open, failing to respond to her commands, intensifying the eerie quality of the scene. This bizarre episode marked a turning point, igniting concern among both the hotel staff and fellow guests. The initial intrigue surrounding Elisa's unexplained behavior quickly escalated into a full-blown mystery as her whereabouts became unknown. Hotel employees began to search for her, combing through the building's many nooks and crannies in a desperate bid to locate the young woman who had vanished without a trace. Word of Elisa's disappearance spread, prompting the involvement of the Los Angeles Police Department. The initial investigation kicked off with interviews of hotel staff and guests, all of whom were baffled by the strange circumstances surrounding her disappearance. The search for Elisa Lam had begun, setting the stage for a case that would captivate the world's attention and raise unsettling questions about the intersection of mental health, urban decay, and the unknown. The morning sun cast a pale glow over the city of Los Angeles as the news of Elisa Lam's disappearance continued to spread. The eerie surveillance footage of her last moments inside the Cecil Hotel's elevator had taken on a life of its own, captivating both local residents and online audiences from around the world. As the hours turned into days, the concern for Elisa's well-being deepened. The hotel's staff and management worked alongside law enforcement to retrace her steps, attempting to piece together a timeline of events leading up to her disappearance. Interviews with other guests who had interacted with Elisa revealed a glimpse of her personality, a young woman full of life, dreams, and aspirations. The elevator footage, with its strange and unsettling portrayal of Elisa's behavior, became the focal point of media coverage. News outlets dissected every frame, speculating about what might have transpired during those tense moments. Social media users took to online forums, dissecting the footage frame by frame, offering theories ranging from the plausible to the downright bizarre. The Los Angeles Police Department launched an official investigation, assigning detectives to delve into Elisa's background, her interactions at the hotel, and her potential connections within the city. Her digital footprint, social media accounts, emails, and online activity was meticulously examined, revealing a young woman grappling with her own inner demons while trying to find her place in a city that could be both enchanting and unforgiving. The hotel itself became a labyrinthine puzzle for investigators to navigate. The Cecil Hotel, with its long history of crime and tragedy, held secrets within its walls. Police officers, joined by search dogs, scoured the building's corridors, stairwells, and hidden corners, hoping to uncover any clues that might lead them to Elisa's whereabouts. Yet, despite the exhaustive efforts of law enforcement, no trace of Elisa was found within the hotel's confines. As days turned into weeks, the initial sense of urgency began to give way to a growing sense of dread, a fear that the answer to Elisa's disappearance might remain forever out of reach. The public's fascination with the case continued to grow, fueled by the relentless coverage in the media and the persistent speculation on the internet. Theories ranged from the plausible, such as a tragic accident or a sudden medical emergency, to the sensational and macabre, with some suggesting supernatural involvement or foul play. In the midst of speculation and uncertainty, Elisa's family grappled with a heart-wrenching reality. From their distant home in Canada, they anxiously awaited news, hoping for a breakthrough that would bring their beloved daughter back to them. Their public appeals for information and their emotional pleas captured the empathy of many, reminding the world that behind the sensational headlines was a deeply personal and painful human story. As the search for Elisa Lam continued, the case took on a life of its own in the public eye. The strange and unsettling elevator footage had become a viral sensation, captivating people from all walks of life. Media outlets covered the case, dedicating airtime and column space to dissecting every angle of the case. News reports featured experts in psychology, law enforcement, and urban exploration, each offering their insights into the enigmatic events that had unfolded within the walls of the Cecil Hotel. One of the central themes that emerged from the public discourse was the exploration of Elisa's mental health. The elevator video, with its haunting portrayal of her behavior, became a focal point for conversations about bipolar disorder, a condition Elisa had been open about. Advocates and mental health professionals came out to raise awareness about the challenges faced by individuals grappling with mental health issues, highlighting the importance of compassion and understanding. Online forums and social media platforms buzzed with a myriad of theories, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Some speculated that Elisa had fallen victim to foul play, pointing to the hotel's dark history and the potential for nefarious characters lurking in its shadows. Others suggested that supernatural forces were at play, drawing comparisons to horror stories and urban legends. Among the more sensational theories was the idea that the hotel itself held some kind of malevolent energy, a notion that gained traction due to the Cecil Hotel's notorious past. Stories of previous deaths, suicides, and criminal activities within the hotel's walls only fueled these speculations, leading to a broader discussion about the concept of haunted or cursed locations. Amidst the whirlwind of conjecture, investigators continued to work diligently to uncover the truth behind Elisa's disappearance. Interviews with hotel staff, guests, and potential witnesses provided crucial insights, but the puzzle remained frustratingly incomplete. The lack of definitive answers only seemed to intensify the public's obsession with the case. Elisa's family found themselves caught between the overwhelming desire for answers and the emotional toll of the relentless media coverage. In their statements and interviews, they shared stories of their daughter's aspirations, her struggles, and her enduring spirit. As the weeks stretched into a month since Elisa's mysterious disappearance, a breakthrough in the case finally emerged, shattering the speculation and revealing a tragic truth that had eluded investigators and the public alike. On the morning of February 19, 2013, hotel maintenance workers made a chilling discovery atop the Cecil Hotel's rooftop. Inside one of the large water tanks used to supply the building's plumbing, they found the lifeless body of the young woman. The shock and disbelief reverberated through the hotel and beyond, marking a turning point in the investigation. Law enforcement immediately descended upon the scene, launching a comprehensive forensic examination to determine the circumstances surrounding Elisa's death. The water tank, which had been difficult to access due to its size and location, became a focal point of scrutiny. Investigators meticulously documented every detail, collecting evidence and conducting thorough tests to unravel the enigma that had gripped the world's attention. The subsequent autopsy shed light on the tragic events that had unfolded. The official cause of death was determined to be accidental drowning, dispelling some of the more sensational theories that had circulated. The toxicology report revealed that Elisa had no illicit drugs in her system, but her prescribed medications for bipolar disorder were present. The combination of her mental health condition and the medications raised questions about the factors that might have contributed to her behavior and ultimate fate. The discovery of Elisa's body and the subsequent determination of her cause of death brought a measure of closure to the case, but it also gave rise to a new wave of questions. How had she ended up in the water tank, a place seemingly impossible for her to access on her own? The investigation delved into the mechanics of the tank, exploring whether foul play, an accident, or even an episode related to her mental health had led to her tragic end. Amidst the revelation of the truth, the public's fascination with the case continued, albeit now with a somber tone. As investigators pieced together the final moments of Elisa's life, a more nuanced and empathetic narrative began to emerge. Her battle with bipolar disorder, her sense of isolation in a bustling city, and her interactions with the hotel environment all painted a complex portrait of a young woman facing both internal and external challenges. The tragedy of Elisa Lam's case came to embody the importance of understanding, compassion, and awareness surrounding mental health issues. The discovery of Elisa Lam's lifeless body in the water tank marked the end of a chapter in a perplexing and tragic tale. Yet, the story's resonance would extend far beyond the confines of the Cecil Hotel's walls, leaving an indelible impact on culture, media, and the broader conversation surrounding mental health and urban lore. As news of the resolution spread, the public's interest in the case did not wane. If anything, it intensified, with discussions about Elisa's story evolving into a broader conversation about the challenges faced by individuals dealing with mental health issues. Her case highlighted the need for improved awareness, understanding, and support for those who grapple with bipolar disorder and other mental illnesses. Elisa's story became a touchstone for advocates and organizations working to destigmatize mental health struggles. Discussions about the complexities of mental well-being began to take center stage, fueled by her poignant narrative and the circumstances of her tragic end. The conversation extended beyond the confines of the internet and into mainstream media, where experts and individuals alike sought to shed light on the realities of mental health challenges. Documentaries were also created. For Elisa's family, the aftermath was a deeply personal journey of grief and healing. While the case had become a global phenomenon, they faced the profound loss of a beloved daughter and sister,